Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel KGFL Creations. Today I have the long-awaited sewing room tour. Well, not just sewing room, office, and a guest bedroom. But before we start with the newly redecorated sewing room, I'm going to show you what it was before and then we get into the sewing room. Let's get started. Welcome to my sewing room. Right now, I'm just with the door closed. The first thing that you see is my ironing board right here. Usually I have it open over there. And this is the sewing room, which is a sewing room. It's my office and it is also a guest bedroom. This is just a little pan around so you can see this is the Murphy bed that we made, like a big cabinet with the mattress inside. I will show you the bed. I will show you the 3 modes of this room. Right now I have it as a sewing. My sewing machine is right there. When I'm not sewing and I want to work, I just pull the computers back there. You see the computers back there? I just pull that, this machine goes to the back, but I'll show it to you guys, the one setup that I have. I want to move the camera a little bit this way, a little bit that way. So I want to start on this corner here where I have this dresser here. This dresser is a dresser from IKEA. I had it for a long time. In the back there, right there, I have some of the Think Pink boxes. Inside those boxes, I have a bunch of the continuous zippers that I had purchased from Amazon. So I have them stored right there. I also have some of bag making material in there. I think on the small one, I have some of my books in that one little corner right there. I have 2 rulers hanging right here. I didn't have anywhere else to put it. So I just put a little hook back in that wall there and so I can hang my rulers. This is a mat that I have back here. Since it's big, there's nowhere to put it, so I found a little space back there. I have this little rolling hanger right here where I put everything that I'm working on. So right now you can see my 2 little dresses, a bunch of hangers, and I have this shirt right here because I have to mend this shirt. I was ironing and I found that there's a hole here on the side. Right here, there's a big hole. So I have to sew this. So whatever I have to work on will go on this right here. Inside these drawers, there's nothing that is sewing related. Pretty much everything is for us. My mother has left some of her clothing. My cousin, when she came over, she left some of her clothing. So pretty much everything is inside this drawer right here. I have my old sewing machine. This machine here, this is a Kenmore. I purchased this machine in 1999 when I lived in New York. I used it a little bit, but at that time I wasn't too sure of how to use the machine. and it started bunching up at the bottom, and I was frustrated and I didn't want to do anything else, and it ended up back in the box. And then last year, was it last year? I think it was last year, my husband pulled it down from the attic and I tried it on and the machine still works. So that is a good machine. It's still working. Put a little bit of oil in a certain places and it still works. This machine right here is the Singer Heavy Duty that I have. I was using this one here in the past. Now I'm using another machine. I'm using my daughter's machine, which is another machine. So that's pretty much it for this corner of the room. Well, this section here is where I have my printer right here on this little small little cabinet here. This is a little cabinet from IKEA. I have this little cart here. My husband gave me this cart. It used to be in the garage. He gave it to me. This is where I have all my other little things. It's not organized at all. I have my hams right here. Something to clean right there. Some fat quarters that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. They're still thrown down here. I have, well, Scotch tape to put on, to tape my PDF patterns. Some of machine oil right there. I made this little bag right here. I leave it open, so, but it's a big mess in here. I have a lot of stuff in here. I have elastic, buttons, freight check. This is just a big mess. Everything that I don't know where to put it, I stuff it in here. Back here, this is another little baggie that I made. Let's see what's in here. Oh, little bag making stuff. These are some magnets, slides. There's some buttons in here, some more magnets for bag making. This one here is full of interfacing. I just fold all of my interfacing. I like to buy the interfacing with that is the pretty thin interfacing and not heavy one. It's pretty thin, so I can fold it nice and small. And I don't keep a lot at hand, so it's just interfacing. And this one here I made out of scraps. This little thing here. This is a nice little baggie. In here I have a lot of elastics, some more bias tape, elastic, a lot of elastics in here. A zipper, don't know why the zipper is here. Thread elastic, some other bag making. Oh no, this is not, this is like for overalls. My daughter purchased this at one point. There's a lot of buttons down under. So this is where I keep all of my little, my stuff. Mostly there's a lot of elastics in here. So whenever I'm looking for elastics or buttons or something, I come into this one right here. So that stays right there. In this little set of drawers right here, the top one, I keep my scissors. I have a bunch of scissors here. This is the Fiskars. This is the first scissors I purchased. I don't like it that much. My paper scissors right here. These are my new Kai scissors. This thing is really good. I have a pattern notcher. I bought two. It came in a set of two. I have, what else? This thing here is to mark patterns. A bunch of little things back here. I have my friction pens. Yeah, friction pens here. My bobbin case is in here. In the back, my bias tape maker with all the sizing. There's also some pins still back there, some Scotch tape, some clips. It's not that crazy organized, but you know, it works. This second drawer here, this is where I keep all my tech. Like I'm that tech. My camera goes in here in this little container right here. Yeah, this little container here. I use a GoPro, which I'm filming now, so it goes in here when I'm not using my microphone. When I'm filming something with my phone, I need a microphone. So this is the little phone here. I have some headphones back here. This control is for the lights on my desk. And here goes the outer portion of my GoPro. All that stuff goes right in here. So this is my little tech. This is another tech drawer. This is my husband's. I actually don't know what's in there. But these are all of my hard drives that I save all of my videos in my hard drives. I have been filming a lot. I bought my third one. So yeah, I've been saving a lot of stuff. So that's pretty much what I have in this little section right here. Now let's move into the next section. So this is a part of the desk. As you can see up here, I have all of my thread. I have all of my serger threads up there. Here, these are all of my Illoflex. I have some pens here, looking for pens, something to write on. Still that bias tape that I didn't throw out, but I think I'm going to. This first drawer here is where I keep all of my PDF patterns and some of my files. Everything goes in here. I keep them all in bags. You see, this is a big bag of a Rhapsody blouse. It's a blouse and a dress. That's why it's really, really big. So pretty much everything kind of stays in here. Bottom drawer is some office stuff, office supplies. Not really office supplies. My daughter purchased a laminator, little label maker here. I have some light bulbs and some other things that just, there's nowhere to put, so it just landed in here. Going along the rest of the desk, right here, this is the pile of the stuff that I have cut. I started sewing a little bit here, but it's still not done, so it's still in my little pile. This is my sewing light that I have. I can turn it on. I bought this from Joann's a while back. This is the sewing room that I'm using now. This is the Singer C9920. My daughter purchased this machine. This is her machine. It's not my machine, so, but I have been using it. So on this side, I know you guys have seen this before. This is my serger. I use this all the time. I love my serger. It stays here all the time. I don't even move it out of here. My husband put in a little fan for me because sometimes it gets hot in here. You know what happens once in a while. We get that. So a little fan, this little light right there. And I also have some thread on the wall back there. And I have some decorations back here. Not much going on. Outlet here so I can plug all of my phone, my iWatch, a lot of things that while I'm in here, I can charge things. So I have a lot of plugs in here. So now on this side of the desk, these two drawers right here, this top drawer here, I have just office supplies, pretty much. There's a bunch of pens in here, Scotch tape, stickers, hole punchers, clips, staples, this is not a sewing, scissors, whiteout, an extra mouse, just the office supplies in here. Not much in this drawer. Bottom drawer that belongs to my daughter for her documents and whatnot. So that's hers, so I don't mess up with that stuff. I have in this one corner right here, I kind of moved my catch-all caddy, which now it is really a catch-all. I have so much stuff in here that I have no idea. I have to organize this thing. I have to remove a lot of stuff because usually when I buy something, if it's in a small little baggie, like this here from Joann. This is top stitching thread. I just stuffed it in here with the zipper, so it's in here. There's the Project Dress a Girl labels in here. There's a lot of stuff in here that I have no idea, and this is truly a catch-all caddy. It does catch all everything, and it's nice that I can just pick it up and move it somewhere. So right now I am keeping it right in this corner right here, and when I need something I can just dig in and search for it. But this needs major organization. The one table that my next door neighbor put on the curb and we picked up, my husband restored it, put some oil in it and varnish or something. And this machine right there, that was given to me by Sophia, from Sophia Sew and Pray, or Sews and Pray. She told me that she had this machine, she would give it to me so I can put it into the table. So I went up in Florida. She lives here in Florida, so I went there to meet her. She gave me the machine, but it actually did not fit. So I was heartbroken that it didn't fit, but I did keep the machine. It's just a beautiful, beautiful machine, and it does work. The machine does work. And this is the Murphy bed that we built and we put together. I'll insert a couple of pictures of when we were in here putting this thing together. You'll see me laying on the bed. I was so tired that day. And this is what I just cut. You see what I've been working on. This is the table that I have. It is a table that I can just pull it apart, take it away. The bottom right there, that is actually called a centipede. My husband has one of these in the garage where I can just remove that. That's a piece of plywood on top. You can just remove that plywood, take the bottom, put it kind of together, it kind of swooshes in. I'll do it for you when I pull down the bed so you can see how everything goes when we do have this as a guest bedroom. But it's pretty good. I like it because I can move it. I can move it this way. I can move it that way. I can go, if I move it this way, I can kind of go behind it so I can cut around everything. So I don't have to just use the front here when I'm cutting. So that's pretty good. And I needed something that I can take away when I have to pull down the bed when we have guests coming over. So it's pretty good. I don't care that it doesn't look good. Nobody is in here to look at this. I'm the only one in here. It's not pretty. I can see all the weird legs on this thing, but it works. So whatever works for me, that's fine. And these are the little Dress-A-Girl that I cut. They are ready to go. This right here, I'm going to make some continuous bias tape out of this one right here. So this is what I just cut last night. Actually, it took me a couple of nights to cut the whole thing. So now this whole thing here, it's ready for sewing. Now let's move on to where the door is. That's where I usually keep my ironing board there, but if it's not there, I'll open up and put it where I usually keep it. I have my full-length mirror there. I'm not really full-length, but that's my mirror right there. Now, I am going to show you my stash. I'm going to open the closet doors. So this is my closet where I keep my stash. It is looking good now because I organized it not long ago. All of these fabrics right here, they were all stuffed in this corner right there. You see where that's right there? Let me turn so you can see. Can't see much back there, but everything was stuffed back there. But I'll tell you that my husband was cleaning the garage. He was organizing, moving things around, and he asked me if I wanted this shelving unit right here, this metal unit. And I'm like, heck yes, I want that. So I can put all of my fabric. So I came in here, I removed a bunch of clothing back on that area right there. That way, there's some winter jackets, some of my daughter's clothing, some dresses that she doesn't wear much. So, and winter jackets mostly, that stays there. And so I removed some of the stuff that we were not going to use anymore, and I cleared that up so I can have room right here. You see, there's the hanging pole right there. You see, that is my clear water, that bottom. I still did not work on that. So after he gave me this right here, I was able to organize this whole thing. So at the bottom, at the bottom, I have some of the heavier knits, some sweater knit in that corner right there. And at the bottom, there's some corduroy there. There's some ponte knit. There is some flannel, some rib knit, some other cable knit right there in that one corner right there. I'm pointing my finger to the ground right there. Second shelf, I have all of my knits, pretty much everything right there. All of my knits are in that one. That little section right there, that's all my rib knitting right there. So I have a lot of knits. I do love to sew with knits. The top one, that section right there, has a lot of my rayon, my cottons, my there's a bunch of gauze right there that my daughter purchased. Double gauze, never sewn with it. One day I'm gonna have to tackle that one. Some of this nice fabric here. That bag has some delicate fabric. I put it in the bag so it won't get caught on anything. So that's why it's in the bag. Here's some cotton right there. Some nice stuff. Up there, all of this stuff right here. This is all cotton jersey from Joann's. We purchased most of that stuff to make pajamas. My daughter purchased a lot of it. When she purchases something, she purchased like 4 yards a pop. So that's why there's a lot there. So I have to start working on that stuff. This empty space right here, all of the cotton that I cut for the project Dress a Girl, it was sitting right there. So I want to have that space open for whenever I'm working on something. I can just put it there, and that's the stuff that I'm working on. Back here, that is the denim that I need to make my pants out of that one. That's the stretch denim that came from Fabric Wholesale that it had the stain on. That purple, all of that is cotton that my daughter purchased to make bags for her. And that pile back there, that's all remnants of some kind. So it's either like a yard or a yard and a quarter, maybe a little bit less than that. Stuff that I don't know what to do with, that I might have to do some pattern matching, put some fabric matching or something together to use that stuff. So I don't want to throw that away because it's not scraps. So it's something that I can use for something one day. This laundry bin right here, this is full of scraps, stuff that I was cutting the project Dress a Girl right there. Some of that stuff I can still use. I just threw it in there because I didn't want to hang it around here, so I just threw it in there, but I have to go through that. A lot of scraps in there. Also, this one right here, that's also a laundry bin. I have one bolt of fabric right there that we had purchased from Joann's. And there's some stuff in there that I have to fix for my daughter. And below that, I think there's scraps too. So there's a lot of scraps in there. So this is my closet. Oh, forgot to talk about my patterns. I have the patterns right there. Simplicity, McCall's, some New Look. There, up there in that one little bin right there. I think those are all some McCall's there, but I think I have some Vogue in there. And up there, I have this closet is mostly with all our extra things. A lot of extra blankets, extra pillows, a lot of stuff. in here. It's things that we can't throw away. Whenever we have guests, we need it. So it stays in here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That is my stash. But I always talk about my stash. There's a lot of stuff in here that I have to get sewing. Now I'm going to undo this whole thing so you guys can see how this happens, so I can pull down the bed. All this plywood here will go into the garage, and this here also. You see how easy this is? This will also go into the garage, but I'm not going to do it now because there's no guest coming. And that's it. That's the bed. There's no bed sheet on it because we had a guest. We had to pull everything out to wash, but that's it. That right there, the art in the wall, we purchased that from IKEA not long ago. Maybe I think like 2 weeks ago, we went to IKEA and we purchased that because that was just a big empty wall back there. So yeah, so that's what happens when we have a guest coming over. Pretty easy, right? Now I'm going to put everything back together as my sewing room. Well, all I have to do is put my mats back there, but that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the little glimpse into my world, into my sewing room, how I keep everything in here, how I keep things organized, not organized. Yes, a lot of it is not organized. How I have decorated back there. Everything is now looking good. The TV is in the proper place for me, where I can sit down and watch TV and not have my head turned to the side. The Murphy bed came out really, really good. We already had guests and they liked it. So that is a plus for us. If you liked this video, please hit that like button below. And if you can also subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. I will see you on the next one. Bye.